Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top-5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement, big playoff implications. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on the third-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Heading left after the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big 3rd down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
So on the opening drive, they're backed up here now, 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking right, this one caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Quick throw caught on the left side. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
He hands it off from the gun. Football comes out. The offense recovers the fumble. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. And the Bears pick up enough for a 1st down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Running back has it on a screen now. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Receiver makes the catch. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. The tactic works here. Now you've got a 4th down.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Trying for a fourth down completion. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, this guy last week threw a couple touchdown passes. He comes in with a lot of confidence, and here maybe too much confidence. Throwing this ball into coverage cost his team early in this game with an interception.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. Gets some space around the 30. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job. You can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And here's the jet sweep testing the perimeter here. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Because I think the defense's eyes are completely in the backfield looking at this quarterback because of the speed that he has. They respect him. And what hurt them is they lost contain, and they're vulnerable on the edges against that jet sweep because of the focus on the quarterback.
And a handoff as they run the counter play. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Ford. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display.
On the junior, gets home making a sack there.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. On the run here, lets it go. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. They'll try the option play here. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Ready? 3rd down and goal. Crucial play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Oh, I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
And it's good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Baylor offense back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And they'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
The Bears will have to punt this one away. Bringing it back, it's Cook. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Incomplete, very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
The pickup is 6, makes it 3rd down and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? He's running out of time here. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Ball handed off. Fights through a tackle. They bring him down, but a solid game there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it on a counter. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Try and muscle for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Bears will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. This one will be fair caught. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Eludes a tackle.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield, he connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Getting set. Here's second down. Ball handed off. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now, with the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
On the running back quarterback that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here's the second down play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. Football knocked loose in the backfield. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for the wideout. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Canes will bring their punt team onto the field. Look out, it's a fake. He's trying to throw for it. And this is caught. Can he get to the sticks? And the returner steps out. They'll mark football right there.
Wow, what a call here by the coach. And how about the arm by the up man? What an impressive throw for that 1st down.
The Hurricanes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's a quick grab. Stiff arms the man. Touchdown for the U. Strong game by this quarterback. A tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous. He's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from this secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The Soft were able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Touchdown, Canes. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving in some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Going after, knocked right through. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bears will kick this away to begin the second half. And he fields it inside the 15. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. And his offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. Fighting off the defender. And will tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaking free at the 35. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Snags a quick throw. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Canes with 1st and 10 here. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
And they'll run it with the draw play. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again. And now the running back's got it again.
The Hurricanes will try to keep this drive moving.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down here for this offense. Here comes a handoff. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And the route is on. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. He hands it to the back. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down after that previous play. The shotgun handoff here. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
They get him down, but a solid run by their freshman.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
First down, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Now it's second down here. Back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock,